Hi everybody, I'm Dr. David Hixson. Welcome to my backyard. I'm a Mesoamerican archaeologist by trade. I focus upon remote sensing, 3D visualization, aerial remote sensing, drones, synthetic aperture radar, Landsat, other multispectral. That's kind of my forte. However, I also have about 25 years experience in CRM in the United States. And that is going to be the focus of this field school. What I want you to learn from this class are the basic field techniques that every American archaeologist learns from field school, or should. Shovel test pits, surveying, laying out a grid, establishing a datum, laying out test pits, excavating test pits in a stratigraphic manner, taking all of the appropriate field notes and photographs, and creating a basic field report at the end. I've actually owned this property for about 10 years, and I've saved the excavations for something just like this. So this is the Hendrix House farm. It was founded in 1790. It was a deed from Lord Fairfax. And the same family, the Hendrix family, lived on this property for the next 200 years. And so this really will be the archaeology of the Hendrix family, who still lives in this area. As a matter of fact, the next farm over is still owned by one of the Hendrixes. This farm then split off in the early 1800s. You'll see some photographs of a beautiful red barn next door. That one was created for the son of the founder, the original Hendrix. We're going to go through the whole genealogy together. Obviously, you will be doing your own research on your property while I am doing my research on mine. On the property, we have a few historic structures. There is a little red structure right here that I am not sure exactly what it is. When we purchased it, the seller said it was the smokehouse. I don't think so. And currently my thought is some type of cool storage, probably for cooling dairy or something like that. Even just a dry storage, cool dry storage, a little off the kitchen here. We also have a carriage house, which is kind of the catch-all term for a garage. And then we have probably on this property a slave quarters. Probably on this property we would have the privy, the well, things like that. Although I do not know where those things are. I have not excavated my own property yet. I saved this just for this occasion, when I would finally need to do this so that students and others could learn from the opportunity to dig at my house. Behind me here is the intermittent stream that you may have seen in the CGI video I created. This intermittent stream was most certainly the reason why the Hendrix family settled here. And most likely there was a spring house somewhere within this part of the property. All right, so some of you might recognize this structure from the CGI demo that I made earlier. I want to emphasize that this class will be live. This will not be some virtual archaeological dig where I dig in pixels on the screen. I will be digging my own backyard, videotaping it like this, and then putting it out for my students to watch as lessons. And then they will be doing the same in their backyards, videotaping themselves and sending it back to me. This way we'll have an interactive archaeological dig from my backyard to yours. I'm going to be going through my own backyard, showing you things that archaeologists will need to be aware of in terms of hazard awareness and mitigation, things to avoid, how to avoid them, and how to keep yourself safe as a professional archaeologist. So as you can see, I have plenty of room to demonstrate things like pedestrian surveys, also shovel test pits. I can show you exactly how an archaeologist would grid this landscape and then test it. I'm also going to show you what a well-stocked archaeologist's vehicle should look like. I'm going to go through all the equipment, proper use, proper maintenance, Just about everywhere that you can see the surface or you have to dig a hole on my property, you end up finding some artifacts. Now, as I said, I'm a Mesoamerican archaeologist by trade, although I do have experience in this area. I'm going to turn over the artifacts to my students who also enrolled in Art 380, which is laboratory analysis. Now, you're not necessarily going to have artifacts coming out of your backyard, but I'm going to have plenty coming out of mine. So I'm going to describe them, categorize them, and you're going to help me do that, and then we will research them together. While we're excavating, there will be times when there isn't necessarily a lesson as much as there is time for students to continue their excavations. At those times, I'll be giving 2 bonus lessons. One will be in photogrammetry, how to turn regular field photography into 3D models of your work. The other is up in the air right now. One might be, we have a person who is interested in doing GPR. He might be able to come out and do a demonstration for us. Or I might take a field trip with you and show you some of the similar architecture from contemporaneous sites around here. So I'm eager to have you join me here in my backyard. For this class, I'm calling Backyard Archaeology a social distancing field school.